We have a voicemail number. That number is 219-2-DAVID-P. Here's a caller who says, I don't know, David. In a way, kids are being forced to drag time story hours. This is a joke, by the way. Take a listen.
David, it's Alan from Jersey. I'm watching the podcast today, and you keep saying the drag time story hour and drag queens are optional, and these are optional things that parents are choosing, and anybody can choose not to do it. And you're completely wrong.
Oh.
I mean, I can understand if you were right, the outrage would be unjustified, but the outrage is justified because these drag queen story hour and these drag queens are mandatory, David, because you can't opt out of living in a country where drag queen story hour exists.
Right.
You can't choose to live in a town or a city or a state or a country where this isn't happening. So these people are being forced to live in a country where drag queen story hour is a thing that exists.
Okay, no, I get that this is a joke, but there is an element of truth to the reaction, which is even when you explain to a lot of these anti-drag show people, listen, if you even have kids, right? A lot of them complaining don't even have kids. They're worried about kids. They have no kids. They don't actually have any clue what's going on. But if you do have kids, you know that they're not being forced to do any drag stuff, right? Like, do you understand that these are events where parents bring their kids? So just don't go. They actually don't care. And they would respond with something along the lines of, well, the problem is it's in the environment. They wouldn't literally, like this guy's making a joke and I get it, but they would say it's still around. Even if I don't bring my kids, they still hear about it or whatever the case may be. And that's the problem. And we've got to deal with it. So the caller is joking, but he's not really exaggerating by that much. Today on the bonus show.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money.
Yeah.
Everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Today's show almost didn't happen. And I'm going to explain why at the top of the bonus show. We will also talk about the latest inflation numbers as low as they have been since 2021. And BuzzFeed has lost $106 million. In the last quarter. There is a bigger media story that is a separate story from big tech that I want to talk about. And it will also allow for some discussion of elements that have affected the show to some degree. And I think people will find it interesting. I believe. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about it. All of those stories are on today's bonus show. You can sign up at joinpacman.com to get instant access. You can use the coupon code 24startsnow to get a discount if you so choose.